Hi. Sorry, I got caught up in some things and forgot what I was doing and where I was. Is there no music happening? What is happening without? There's no music happening. Oh, it's in there. It's just quiet. Hi, Troy Chaplin in all caps. How are you?
Oh great, it's Troy Chaplin.
Is it slow? Well, I turned it down last time because I think it was a bit much for folks. Let me just see. Hold on, where are we here? We're at the end of the track, so we'll see what comes up. Can you tell that my son likes horror movies? It's like all we listen to now is like horror movie theme songs. It's ridiculous. Bad Dude Court. Hello, you are fantastic, Troy. Fantastic. Okay. Well, you let me know if the audio balance is a bit off there. Ooh. Is my road mic a little hot? A little hot? I have to turn it down a little bit. Hello. Check. Okay. You tell me if that's ripping your heads off. Quiet in terms of I thought it was playing on my smartphone across from Melissa's not supposed to be on this stream. It's quiet. Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. How's that music there? I need a mixing board. I need like dials and stuff. Okay, you tell me if it's you tell me. Now it's just audible? Weird. Okay. Let me get that a little higher up. All right, you tell me what that is. It's a bit in my brain now. Okay. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna balance this a little bit. Sorry, I'm using my Rode mic, my other microphone. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go there, and you let me know what's happening. All right. So today we're continuing along with our. It's actually quite loud in my head. We're continuing along with. I'm going to jump you with displaying post taxonomy in editor. Okay. What? First of all, I'm honored that you considered jumping me. What are we talking about? What is this? I'm going to jump you with displaying post taxonomy in editor. Okay. So what are you talking about? Can you give me some context? I'll let you type. It's a dummy block. It's there in just a minute to find a template. It doesn't have to be totally reactive. I'll take what I can get. I don't think I understand what you're trying to do. Okay. Basic front-end meta component that it just shows author a single taxonomy term and post it. Okay. Okay, so you should be able to pull all of that stuff. Is this all related to a post? Oh, you just want to show this? You just want to show this in the editor, not on the front end. Because doing this in the front end is fairly straightforward. It's just a dynamic block, right? So we're going to use server-side render. But that is so fiddly. It needs raw HTML string output. Is that the hook? Okay, so you just want to be able to show the term, right? So okay. All right. Let me back up. First of all, if you look in the Gutenberg WordPress chat, okay. Let me see if I can get that open. Let's see what I have so far in terms of getting the author. So okay. Every time I open Discord. right, what do we got here? Okay, so I don't want to show. I think I should show this on screen. But so okay, use select get select author. Yeah. Okay. I swap to the categories checkbox with an ACF signature single term select. Okay. So you want to get. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't have my thing over here. All right. Let's just see. Let's take a look here. I'm just gonna open up. What am I here? That's that one. Oh wait, maybe it was that one. Okay, so just bear with me for a second here. And I want to show you guys something cool that Studio just released. Yes. So we're gonna go create block. This is gonna be, what is this thing called? We'll call it processes. I'm just gonna create a dynamic block here. The data API docs are so obtuse I can't find any fun. Okay, so all right, let's unpack this. There's a lot of things to unpack here. Get term, right? It would probably be get entity record. It's probably what you're going to be wanting to retrieve there. So I hope it's down here somewhere. So we're going to want to have use. Where's use? I think I'm in the wrong place. So you're probably going to want to use useEntityRecord. This is going to retrieve your taxonomy. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so what is this? This is scrolling. Okay, that's just scrolling. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Everyone just chill out. Okay, cross keys. Okay, so in cross keys, we're going to open up edit, right? So in edit, let me just get this thing open here. So sorry. Testing. Start this. Can't post it. Okay. Oddly enough, I just had a PR command so I am not following in chat what is happening there. Okay. So we're gonna open this. Plugins. Activate. Oh, cross J keys. Okay, so now we've got this thing happening. So I'm gonna add a post. Cross keys. I think that's what I called it. Cross keys. Okay, so we have this. So we're gonna save this. Okay, so there's nothing going on in here. That's all that great. CD cross keys. Start. Start. All right. Okay, that's gonna build. We're gonna hide this and open up the edit. There's not anything going on in the edit. So what he gave me looks like this. I'm going to just copy and paste this in. Right, so we're going to get props over here. Nope. I should copy that. Drop it in there. Okay, so we can get rid of this now. And we're going to get rid of this. Should format that. It does, in case we need to pull in a couple things we use. So I hate this. Hate it all. Should just do like this. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so then we need to import use select on WordPress data. Okay, so I'm not using any props or anything on there. So if we rebuild this, I don't know what this is going to look like. This is loading. Well, okay, all right, that's fine. So it's loading. Okay, so we need the author object. So what we need to pull out of here is, okay, so I'm going to just, select editor. Okay, so what are you trying to to retrieve. So you don't need to do this. You could, but you don't really need to. So the author object, is that actually a thing? Let's just see what we have. Okay, so come on now. Come on now. So, oh, right. Okay, so we'll... Okay, so object, authors, undefined. Get... Okay, so let's try doing this first. Let's try passing that. Okay, so instead of caching that, I'm going to do it this way. Let's see what this gets out. Okay, so that's the author ID. So the problem, okay. So we have the author ID. So if we get, if we just do, okay, so let's do this. We'll do const author D is, okay, we'll do that, right? And then we're gonna get user, which should take, does get user, does it retrieve? I think it just takes an ID, right? Oops. What did I do? Oh. Okay, so then we're going to pass author ID to this. Again, I'm not going to cache these selectors. I don't know if there's much benefit to it. Right, so we're just going to use core like this. I've actually never seen it done this way, and it's not that I think it's wrong, it's just I've never seen it done this way. Why is this not? Oh, I know why. Stand by. I know why it's not doing what I want it to do. I need this in my prettier preference. This is just because I'm a little bit anal about this stuff. So we're going to put this in here. We're going to be prettier config. Now this should clean it up. There we go. This looks like. Okay, so this is going to be your author ID. This is going to be your author object. So it's going to select from core to get user the author ID. We're going to console log the author object. Right? So this should give us everything that we need. You probably already got here, but I'm just getting there. Just getting there on my own. Undefined. Is still an undefined? This core have. What does get users want? Maybe it needs something other than what I'm passing to it. So the problem that you're running into is that you're not getting the user object. Is that it? What are we calling it? Get user. I think you want to get. Let's double get users. Oh, okay. So, what are we calling here? Get user. Is there get user? Can user. Get current user. Well, yeah, you could do that. You select. So what you're going to want to do there is you're going to want to. I think it's going to be. So you can do it with a different hook, but you want to do it inside the same. No, user. Okay, so the user thing is working fine. Okay, so you want to use the use select. Okay, so it's const taxonomy. It's going to be not get. It's going to be get entity. Record, because you have it, right? So I gotta make sure that's on the right store. So let's get entity record. That is on the core store, right? Okay, so get an entity record is what you're going to need. Because an entity is a data type, so we're going to get singular get entity record. We're going to pass the kind, we're going to pass the name, and then the key. So, for example, I should be able to say the kind is going to be taxonomy, it's going to be category, and it's going to be 1. This is my example. So I think I should be able to get all the information from that by just passing. Oh, there it is. This is being a bit slow. Oh, because the block. Oh, why is it happening here? Weird, man. So that's how you would retrieve that. Right, so if I go in my categories, I have what, but that's actually the name of my category. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to basically retrieve that, and this is going to be whatever, this is the type of entity, so it could be postType, right? And then this is the actual sort of flavor of the entity kind, you know what I mean? And then this is the ID that you want. So you have to get that ID somehow, which you could get from postmeta. You could do meta is not that. We're going to use useEntityProp. You could do that, right, to get the meta. You're storing that, right? And then actually, if it's an ACF, you're going to want to pull it off of the ACF like this. Well, I don't have this set up, but this is going to control all of your meta, right? So useEntityProp, which I don't actually remember where that is. That is probably in core. Yeah, so you don't want to do that, and then you'll have access to this in here, right? Well, the other thing that you could do is you could do this from get current post attribute. I think you can retrieve meta that way as well. You might be able to do it this way. And then just go, this I don't know. We'll have to see if that works, which I can test right now because I don't have meta set up here, but this might work, right? But this is definitely going to get you all the meta associated. So it's going to be postType, it's going to be post, and then actually you can get all the content from in here. So PropSide has the context field, right? You should be able to get. So you should be able to get context from props, right? And then inside of context, let's console log that. Should see we'll get past the postType and the postId, right? So if we go in here, you can see a bunch of stuff past this here. Man, this is slow. Oh, I think you have to. This is a custom block, right? So you're gonna have to. Weird. That's weird. You may have to define that you want to use context. Not all blocks got passed. There's some basic context. This is the object. Pass to it. Oh yeah, so context is empty. So what you're going to want to do is you don't want to have a block.json. So this is what we're going to want to do. So index, nothing there. Block.json uses context. That's way too much context. So you're going to want to add this to your block.json. That's most likely what we're going to be doing here. So in your block.json, you're going to want to say uses context. You don't need the query ID, but you want the post ID and you want the post type. And then in here, you will have context available to you. Sorry, jumping around a lot here. Look at this. I'll refresh that one here, but we look. So now we have post ID and post type. So what you can do is when you make your entity prop, you can say I want in context, we're going to have post ID. Sorry, not equal. Destructure that out. I'll show you a less tricksy way of doing it. It's essentially, come on, stop it. So you can pull context out, but then you can go postType, postType, postId, right? And then you can pass the postType in here, and then useEntityProp takes. You can pass the postId, and I can't remember. Let's see this one. There we go. Okay. So then what you're going to do is this is the postType. This is the postType entity. This is the actual postType, and then we want to get the postId. So we're going to make sure that we're only retrieving the meta for this particular post, right? So now we have the meta. So this is going to be whatever that is. So whatever your field is called, it's going to be like meta.acf category ACF category, like whatever that is, and that should pull that in, right? So but you just want to display this, right? So it's going to need to be saved, which is a bit of a pain, right? It's going to be a bit of a pain that way. I mean, you can trigger it, but basically, if you've already got the author ID, this is what you're going to need to get the entity stuff, right? But you can have it update live. You could potentially do that. You just have to react to the changes to it, right? There is a way to update ACF. You can do that with Gutenberg. Like we've done that in the past, and I can show you what I'm talking about here. No, GitHub. There we go. So in my Twitch, in here, plugins. I can't remember. Is it ACF? Is it this one? ACF binding? Oh, yeah. No, sorry, it's not the bindings. Trying to remember what we did it in here. We did do one. You'll do a search for display meta. I think this might be one. Yeah, so you could do it this way. There is a way to do it. It's complicated. It's definitely complicated to connect ACF to write to it and have it automatically update. What you could probably do is use some state to keep track of it, and then it'll get updated when it's saving. But that's a bit more complicated. I mean, it's completely doable. You could have a I'd have to see what you're doing, but basically, this is the code that you want to get the entity that you're looking for, and this is the hook that you'll want to use. Let me just do this. Go. Hook to retrieve the ACF meta. Right. This. There's another way to do this. Destructuring stuff, which cleans it up immensely. You can just do that. And then I don't know why I was trying to add that in there, right? So then now we've got this. We're gonna pull that, right? You got it. And hooks always have to go at the top. So anytime you have a use, you want to put that above the render. Did I break this? No, I did not. Cool. So, do you want me to plunk this in here? I'll put this in the All right. Okay, I updated this code. Hey, no problem. Yeah, so to do what you want to do, I think, so the theory behind how I would approach dealing with ACF and wanting your block to update is I would have it retrieve things based on state. So what I would probably try to do is I would do something along like, I'd probably pull in import useState, right? From that, well, you can do this from the act, but you can also do it from here. So then you'll have a little like const. This is like temp category, right? And oh, sorry, and we'll call it useState, and you can set the value whatever you want. In there, you can actually get it out of, right? And then anytime, and then I have got to turn this off. This is driving me crazy. So then what you'll want to do, actually this returns an array. So it's going to be update, sorry, set. It's like I never typed it. Now I need the AI for typing. Right, so this is going to give you the value and a thing. Where's the search? I have the search in here somewhere. Oh wait, no, it's in there. Sorry. In here. So this is kind of the thing that we're going to do. So where's the saving? Right. Well, what you're doing doesn't sound super complicated. You basically want to you want to know about the current post, right? So you can get the author and the meta. So that's the meta handle. And you've already got the you've already got the author handle. The complicated part is displaying it really. Like you've got, you'll have this, and then you'll need to display that somehow, right? I think it's just a matter of like picking the right data store things to get, and then responding to changes and doing things like that. Like this doesn't seem to be really working for me, but I need to, it depends on what the context is. So I don't think that there's anything that you're like, there's not like a one-liner for it, that's for sure. That is definitely Photoshop. So let me know how it goes. Yeah, so I would store it in state, then I would introduce some kind of control somewhere where you can pick the category. And so like you can build that yourself. I think there might be a categories component that you can look at. Right? And then you can add type ahead, you can do all that stuff. So it'll do it. And then when you select it, it updates this temp category, and that's everything that gets, like this gets accessed in here, right? This will get accessed in here instead. And then what you'll need to do is something along these lines. You'll need to run this use effect something or other. Because you're gonna basically be like, you're not gonna want to save the ACF field until you're like saving, and then when you hit save, you can tie into this part to check to see if things are saving, right? Edited, saved, all this stuff, and then you can run this. You could run this. I don't know what this is doing, but this use effect will basically run if it's saving changes. So it's and then you're going to hit the postId with the post, and you're going to add the data, and it's going to add it to the thing. So there's that, right? Or you maybe what I don't know what ACF set types is. I have no idea. Oh, okay, so it's in state here. So anyhow, there's lots of stuff in there for you to play around with. But hopefully that'll get you moving forward. Hopefully. All right. So what am I doing today? So, oh, right. I wanted to show you something cool. So Studio just has a new release. The release is 1.6, and with it comes the ability to use blueprints to generate sites, which I thought was very cool. So I'm going to show you that because I'm working on this one for the Block Developer Cookbook, so people can just install the stuff that they need, and we can get up and get started. So you're going to hit Add Site. You can start from a blueprint. There are some pre-built ones that you can use, but I'm going to choose Blueprint File, and my blueprint file is right here. It is a blueprint file that I put together. So what it's going to do, it's going to install a theme and activate it, basically. So we're going to hit continue. You can do all your settings. This is going to be a BDC blueprint. Blueprint test. You can use custom domain, all that regular stuff. Good stuff. Good times. Hit add site. It's going to run. I'm going to ask you to put in your password. So that's running, and what this is doing, this is a very simple blueprint, but this allows you to install plugins, it allows you to install themes, which is what I'm doing here. And you can even import content. So when this is all done here, right? So you can see I have my TT4 dark mode, which is the theme that my Block Developer Cookbook uses. If we go into name, you can see we got it all there, themes. So there's the dark mode theme that I added. There's no content or anything in there yet, but this is super powerful. So it's very easy for anyone to just like share a site configuration and any blueprint steps. So if you're not familiar with, blueprints are a playground thing. So if you're not familiar with how blueprints work, you should definitely go check it out in the documentation over here for blueprints. And I love it. It's going to make my life a heck of a lot easier for doing like conference workshop setup, because I can just say, take this blueprint, install the site, it'll install all the plugins you need, it'll give you all the content that you need, it'll set everything up for you, and it's all pre-configured. Very easy. So I'm pretty excited about it. So that's something. So if you haven't played around with if you haven't played around with Playground, I would highly recommend going to check that out. So Studio is powered by Playground behind the scenes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool stuff. Yep. Hopefully, that's what I'm sort of setting it up for. Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Anyways, okay. So let's get out of here. All right. So what is this? Development. Okay, I'm switch over to Gutenberg, and we're going to start looking at this stuff that we've been working on. Okay, so let's do this. I turn open. And we're going to go in here. I'm going to go that. Okay, so we're on GSD. We are on. I'm going to go to full. I have the latest of that. Cool. Get you the trunk. Pull that. And check out. And get the trunk. Cool. Alright, so we're up to date. I'm going to do a run npm install. Zoom this in a little bit so you can see. I can't see what's going on the screen over there. I'm going to quit Discord. Alright, so that's running an npm install. So there's been some developments. Okay. So this comment from Riyadh is basically blocking us at this point. In the sense of like he wants to build it. So there's talk of a registration API, which is great and is the correct way of doing it. So Aki and Miguel have been sort of back and forth on this. So we do have some like proof of concept and some work in progress stuff. Now we're getting awfully close to 6.9. So I don't know if this is going to make it because there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts that we just don't have done yet. So like We don't have width and height supports for block controls, which is a bummer. We don't have the API for fonts for icons. Aki has put this together. It's a rough PR, but it's got sort of the blessing of Miguel, which is really great. So, wait, is this the one? Oh, okay, yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff going on in here. It's not ready, but this is good. This is like good news for us. But in the meantime, there is a bunch of stuff in here that I think that I can probably just address, and we can get this thing moving because we need to. npm run dev. So my plan today is to get the build process running. Wait forever for it to run. I'm just gonna. Yeah, contribute. Well, yeah, we'll see. So we have to get these features landed. Like we have to get them like into Gutenberg, the plugin, by the 17th. Because they've released this next version that's going to be released. So there was a release candidate. Was it released? No, there was a version released yesterday, I believe. That is, and then so this next version is going to be the last one that gets into 6.9. So I think, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. So I want to be able to just have everything ready. So when that API is ready, we can just be like, okay, we're gonna use the API. Let's do it. So yes. So yeah, half my day is gonna be a workshop at Contributor Day. So I don't know, we'll see. Okay. So Aki has reviewed it, and it has shown me that I know nothing about contributing, like building blocks for core. I've built many blocks, but there's a lot of things that Aki is talking about that I don't understand. So let's look. Okay, cool. So he is saying the warning icon is deprecated, and we need to use caution fill instead. So this is an icon. Block library, source icons index. Okay, so we're gonna commit this. I'm just gonna commit these changes. What's this? I don't. Ooh, okay. Is that gonna be? Let me see right now. Okay, what is this? Suggestion changes. So removing. Okay, so it looks like I think that dimension control is something that we got rid of. Yes, this is the icon block. Okay, so we're going to commit this change.
Oh great, it's Philip.
Filter. Okay, so what is this? So he's saying that experimental role has been stabilized. Perfect. So we will commit this suggestion. Pretty slow. My internet super slow or something today. Sorry, I'm just looking at my OBS stuff. All right, so let's see. So this has been stabilized, so we'll just commit that to this. Wait for that to go. Okay. Okay, so let's remove that. Let's remove that. Okay, so what is this? You can just use the error message from the upload component itself, and that sounds like a valid thing. So let's submit that. There's just so many things that I'm like learning about, like all of this fun stuff, right? Like for example, accessible when disabled. I'm assuming that's just a prop. That is, what is a prop? So he's adding that in there, so hopefully that helps. We'll submit that. Okay. Marco just tweeted something. What's Okay, cool. All right, so did that not get committed? Okay, commit suggestion. It changes. Okay, so some things that we're going to look at here. Okay, so let's look at something. So this. Hey yo, hey Liam, how's it going? You're just talking about ACF. Liam, I dropped in on your stream yesterday when you were, I think you, what was it? What game was it? I want to say Fortnite, but that's not it. Valorant, maybe? Yeah, Valorant. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I saw your stream, so I just dropped in, said hi, well, followed, and then I had to take off, but I wanted to help you out there. Okay, cool. All right, so this is a question. Okay, so in the initial information, did we implement custom icon mode? Personally, I feel this feature might be difficult for the average user. Okay, I think that this has been discussed tonight, and the plan is to move it into a separate PR so we can did definitely talk about that. Find that. Yeah, so this is what he says it right here. I'd be fine with that. Where did I put that? Oh my god. Holy smokes, get him to slow. Okay, so let's remove outermost. Okay, so he wants to remove that. So what do we got? Okay, so maybe we can start. There's a lot of pieces here. So let's get some of these. Let's get some of these pieces in here. So first thing I want to do is we want to. Hold on. Those changes. Got it. So icon block. Got style. He wants to remove the outermost icon block. Okay, so we're gonna go. I think we need to. Oh yeah, all the rotation stuff needs to go through, right? Okay, so I'm not doing any of the rotation stuff. So go away. Right? All that can go. Should we change that? Okay, hold on. Okay. This is what I'm not sure about. I don't know what this experimental skip serialization property does. What that is save and think, but it's not going to, I don't think it's going to be, okay. I don't think it's going to be a static block anyway. So he wants to remove all the outermost. Maybe we don't. Oh, is he just saying this? Good song. This doesn't seem. What's happening here? Caution build is not going to need to import caution build. Probably part of the problem there. Ooh, what? Juice is over. Let's start again. That looks a little better. Alright, we saved this one. I want to see what style is being output. So I think it should be icon container WP block icon. So in our style WP, I think that's going to be a class we want there, right? I think. So this is going to be block icon. Does it actually get any? Man, build process is so slow with this. Expected this. See how slow that was? WP block icon. Block container. Okay. Oh yeah, damage plan. Damage plan was that was Dimebag's thing. Pretty awesome. Okay. All right, I think that's what he was looking for. So we got rid of the outermost thing, so we'll deal with that. Okay, so we can fix that. Okay, and then use it. So I'm going to add this into the supports. Let's see what block supports. What does he have? He's got, so experimental border. He's got experimental script serialization. True. He's got that. All right. And then set spacing, margin. Experimental default control. I don't know why we have that. I'm gonna just I'm gonna get rid of these experimental default controls, so I don't think we need them anymore. We'll do that. Yeah, damage plan. I liked the damage plan. I was very upset. I remember I kind of lost track of. Yeah, it sucked. I remember exactly where I was. I was watching TV. I was sitting in Toronto watching TV, and the news came on, and it was like Dimebag had been shot, and I was like, oh my god, it was very upsetting to me. All right, so I don't know what this is doing, so we're gonna see what we can do here. We're just gonna add some padding. Add some padding. That'd be good. Where'd width come from? Maybe that's the experimental stuff he's done. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost here. These controls. Yeah, this is running extremely slow today. Okay, so let's grab this. Ah, of course I just added the wrong ones there. So we'll get rid of that experimental selector. Add these experimental default controls. We'll put that in. But I think that was a better experience. I don't know. We'll see. Grab this. So we've got. That's what's going on. Okay, so margin. And then, oh no. padding around the element. I think that was working with the other way, so we'll see what that's all about. I don't think the padding's working. Being applied to the icon continuum, it should be being applied to the block. Huh, okay, so I think it's being applied to the wrong thing. I think that's what this, what he's talking about. Where am I? Here. I think we should use kind of, so let's look at the save.js, because I think that's what I need to fix. So this hack thing, right? So what if we just did this? Into that fun. Do that. And then you don't need that. And just get rid of this. Save this again. So this has got all the margin there, but the border stuff. Alright, it's got margin, padding. Okay, so that's all being applied to the icon block. The border's not. It seems strange to have to do this, but let's try this. Yeah, figure that out. Because it looks like the padding's right, but it's still like the size is not right. Obviously, but that's a different. It's a story for a different day. This is gonna probably yell at me. Block validation error? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You just keep being a block validation. Okay, so we got border back, but we don't have the color. Why do we have the color? I don't think we need this at all. So class icon classes. We don't need this. Oh, I got it. Border props are class names. So props are attributes. We just get border classes and styles. We need border props. Can I just do this? Let me just do this. I'm not going to do this. I was pointing out earlier something. I wasn't. Somebody was. Let me see. Change style. Object. know what the difference there is. This is where I need someone smarter than me to tell me what to do. Kevin! So I don't, okay, so we're getting the padding. We're not getting margin. Weird. Oh, have I set margin? I have set margin. I should be getting margin. So what is happening? Oh. See what this is. This just wraps the div. I don't think we need that. We're trying to get rid of the extra wrapper. So we're trying to do it. I don't think we need this anymore. We don't want that icon container class to go in. We want everything applied to the main doodad. Oh, so actually, I don't. See what's here. Oh, okay. So border props has border color has that. Okay, so the style. Border width. Okay, so block props. The margin padding. Okay, so the border props. That's why we're doing border props as styles, right? So border props. We've got class name and style. So I have to actually add a class name as well. Haha! So we're gonna go. Think we need the trick. So come on. Class name. We're gonna go with add border props. Class name. Come on now, style. Okay, so this should get us the class name, this should get us the icon styles. Okay, so I'm just gonna piece through this to make sure things are going the way they're supposed to be going. Because we need the class name applied because it sees that there's a border, but it doesn't see the color because the class name handles that. I mean, I think. I don't really know what I'm talking about. So let's see. So switch to the ring. That's a mark. I don't need this. I don't need this. It's already going to have all the styles. So border props. I think. I think. I don't really know. Const test equals raw. That possible. See what that does. Oh, got the class. That makes sense with the width is wrong. Oh, wait, is the width wrong? The width. I need to get the width. Where the beast to get the width from? Oh, style border width. Okay, so right there. So I got border prop styles. Style. Let's see. Okay. Come on now. Yes! Okay, that seems to be what we want. Okay, that seems to be what we want. So I think I can, so we're going to do the border props, right? I think we can get rid of all of this now, right? Because this is going to give us everything that we need. Now the question is, do we need to do, can I just do, can I do this in line? Is that a thing that I can do? Can I just do that? Oh no, I can't because I need the border props. Okay, so I'm going to pull the border props that way. Okay, so I think that fixed that problem. That's interesting. I learned a lot about that stuff too. So that comes from styles. So that's also how we're going to have to do like width and height and stuff like that too. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so grab this. Let's just make sure that this still works. Margin, I'm going to pick it a color. We'll do blue color. I'll make it super thick. Save it. Refresh this. Huzzah. We'll make it 1 pixel. 1 pixel of red. Oh, it's got to be red too. It's not red. How else can we debug this properly? And if you're old enough to understand that reference, we can be friends. Well, we're all friends anyways. Is that it? Okay, cool. All right, so I think we've got that happening. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so we've got rid of that. So let's push up some of these changes. I'm going to say, oh wait, hold on. Don't do this. I said that I was putting a red border around something to test it. Which is how I tested all my CSS back in the day. Back in the day. Import build because I still do that, yeah. I know, that's the correct way of debugging. Oh boy. Oh, command output. How could there be what is that going on here? Warning is defined but never used. No one use bars. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that. Warning's down here. We're getting rid of warning. Okay, so we're going to just commit that. I love these pre-commit checks. It's fantastic. Takes a long time. Things are running slow for me today. Haven't dropped any frames or anything, it doesn't look like, but everything looks okay. Just waiting for all of this to happen. Oh, that works. Okay, great. Okay, so let's do this, and we'll do this. We're going to use this. We're going to say remove the need for an inner wrapper, all styles and classes. Do that. We'll create those two. Oh, come on now. Show command output. CSLX is never defined in save. Okay, so that's cool because now we can get rid of one of our external dependencies. Just go ahead now with that. Not really an external dependency. Ship with okay, and let's okay, so we'll clean up. Div, and okay, so do that. Boop, boop, ah. Oh wait. I think we need to look at this. Hold on. Because this is referring to some transform, once it leaves out, transform, rotate, outermost, icon block, transform, rotate, scale X. I don't think we need any of this stuff. Or maybe, wait, do we need scale X? Okay, icon container doesn't exist anymore. There is no icon color today. We just pick the color. I think we don't need this anymore. I don't think we need half this stuff. It has border color. Why? I don't think we need any of that. Let's expect to be. It doesn't seem to be getting. What's it supposed to be getting here? Width, 100% transition. So. WP block might get with block icon. That's the class we want right there. Right? Border color. This doesn't seem to be getting applied or something. That's strange. So inherited from body. I don't see any. Let's check something here. I'm gonna look in the image and see if there's style that says that. So how does this target this block image? Okay, so I don't think those styles are getting applied, but I don't know why they wouldn't be, because this is maybe the CSS not getting. Yeah. Oh, what if it's not being loaded in the style CSS? No, it's there. Okay, it's getting loaded. Oh no. Okay, well that's a. I mean, things seem to be looking okay. This is getting. This is SVG. Okay, so edit. I think we need to get rid of the icon. At all. Save. Just pass it. I think we need to do something. We still have this icon classes. So we don't need that. We do need border. Okay, so we just basically need to pull the same information like this. Border props. Yes. We're getting border props right there. We don't need the classes. We don't need this. Right? We don't need that. And then this block margin thing we don't need. We don't need that. Icon markup is going to be this, or it's going to be icon classes doesn't exist. So we're just going to do the same thing. We just need to add the border stuff, right? So this should be able to just be something similar here. Some block props, so we have that. We shouldn't need this at all. Right? Just turn printed icon. Icon style we don't need. Block props we don't need. Right? I think that might be style block margin. Okay, so the block margin's already going to get applied to this. Right? Let's check. No idea what this is going to do. That little error there. Block margin's not the fun. That's not even there, man. It's not even there. Still. Oh. objects are not, oh, I'm just, do I need to do that? I don't remember what was in there before. I'm fixing that error properly. That's gonna work. I wanted to mention this because actually when if you go into WP config and you set, there we go. So we can settle, so that error is not very helpful. So I'm going to just put in some WordPress debug stuff that I have here, and probably the one that is really helpful is script debug. So if I reproduce that error again, if I come back to here and put that right here, and I just get rid of this stuff, so that was causing an error of some sort. We should see a much better error handling here, rather than that sort of obfuscated link. See? There we go. So now we don't have that really bad error message in there that we have to click out, right? So if we return this script debug to false and refresh this page, we'll get that. We'll get a link out again to magnify error, which is not helpful. See? This is not helpful. So always set this to true, and then if you're like me, you get all kinds of messages about your crappy coding skills. Script debug true. For those who know. Alright, so I don't know why it's doing that. So it's going to return this to printed icon. I'm not entirely sure what this is. So we're going to wrap that inside of a fragment just in case we need it. So, yeah. So anyways, so now let's refresh this. The error should go away. And if I select this now, the inner icon should be gone. So there's the... Where is that? So that's the SVG. So data block, class, bucket. Should be right there. So it's just wrapping this in this icon block. Okay, so all the stuff is here, and all this should still work. So we're not wrapping the internal thing anymore, right? Right now, that's working. Border's working. So that still works. Ha! Done. Okay, cool. So that's good. That's good. So now we're gonna just, what is this? So we'll just add this and this and say remove the icon container. Class from edit, update, move, or unsued, unused styles. So we're gonna print this, wait for it to come back and tell us, yeah, this is wrong, or I'm missing something, or I forgot something. I don't know. We're just gonna see it. Is anyone going to WordCamp Canada besides myself and Troy in the chat? Anyone else? Anyone gonna come hang out with us? No, it's just fun. Why not? I'm gonna sync those changes. Push them all up there. Alright, this. Let's so we've done that. We've removed this. Okay, removed. That's done. Comment. This should be. Man, GitHub is running slow. Okay, where are we here? So that's resolved. This I need to work with. Done. Okay. Resolve that conversation. That's resolved yet. Okay, let's see what's good. So that's one more thing from Hacky. Okay, what is it? Serialization skip is not supported, but the ARIA label block supports exists. So let's try to add that. Original label existed. Okay, so ARIA label true. Okay, so we're going to add this to our block supports. So in our block supports, we're going to say ARIA label true. We're just going to see what that happened, what that brings to the table. Okay. Too much soccer in the fall. I have to divide and conquer with the kids. I even renewed my passport this summer to prep. Oh man, that's a bummer. Well, I feel your pain. We are going on a family vacation at the beginning of November that I just had to cut short by a couple of days because we have a volleyball tournament and my son's first hockey game on the 8th, like the day that we would have been there. So there's that. So I feel your pain. We're going from a beach in the Cayman Islands to freezing cold here in Mexico. Okay. That's okay though. Where would I find the label? Where would I find this label? How do we enable it? So I got ARIA label true. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to find another block that has ARIA. That will parse the test. This is a test. So, what? I don't understand this works. ARIA label lets you define an accessible label for elements. This property allows enabling the definition of an ARIA label for the block without exposing a UI field. Okay, that is not helpful. I don't understand what that means. Because, like, wait, so it's not user defined? Nice. Looking forward to it. I'll talk to you soon in person, my friend. So I don't see any sort of like ARIA label being ARIA hidden. Yeah, I think that's all Yeah, man, I'll see you in person very soon. Okay, so I don't understand how that works or why that's not working, or what's supposed to happen here. So RA label is set to true, right? So with label, we can get rid of that, I guess. And the selector is not going to be. Yeah, I think I still have some things I have to get rid of for that selector. So that's not it. This is there's something else. Yeah, I saw that. I have to get my talks in. Did you buy one, Kev? Are you going? Oh, it is? There's not a dedicated Gutenberg Discord. Not for, no, if you want to talk Gutenberg, you have to be in WordPress Slack. Yeah, there's not a Discord for it. Or make Slack or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Is this so you can ask for help? Because there is an outreach channel in there for this particular setup. Well, there's a core editor room, but there's also an outreach room. It depends on what you're looking for there, Crosskeys. If you want, if you're looking for help, then there's an outreach channel that you can drop questions into that's monitored by myself and a bunch of other people. But there's a core editor room, like a channel in there one. Yeah, so if you go into, not that, if you go into, the WordPress, making WordPress Slack, which is there's an outreach channel. No, God, that's why I'm here, man. It's not a problem at all. The outreach channel is perfect for any type of questions, any type of help. A lot of times, if you end up in the core editor room, they'll tell you it's not really a room for like support style questions. It's more about like developing the block or the block editor, but that's what outreach is for. So if you're in there, drop questions in because there's lots of people in that room. Yeah. Anyways, that's where I would go. Okay, well it's 12 o'clock. I think we made some decent progress. I never get as far as I want to with this, but it's so we're doing some of the stuff. One thing I do want to check though is that icon selector is not. It's no longer icon container. I wonder what happens now. I probably just broke it. If I broke it, okay. If I replace this, oh, there we go. Past undefined. Okay, so it's not a thing. So I'm going to just go, HTML. Selector is going to be, you have to see. Okay, so I broke it. Ah! So I have to change the selector because be, I'm just going to go like SVG. I think that's good. If you post them in my Discord, I will get to them. I apologize. I started that Discord with grand hopes and dreams, and I had like basically neglected it. So sorry. But I will do what I can to answer those questions on there. The other WordPress one, I'm in there a little bit, but it's a little bit exhausting with some of the toxicity of some of those folks. You know who I'm talking about. It gets a bit much. So I guess the question is, what was it doing before it was wrapped in a div? Oh, it's going to be just like... it's going to be... Oh, you should absolutely go there. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Wanma is phenomenal. He's a really smart dude. He's one of my fellow DevRels at Automatic. He's fantastic. Well, let's do that. What if there's a virtual option? Let's see if I can replace it. Ah, still. Yeah, let's put a new icon block here. Can't really leave this in a broken state, can I? So I'm gonna icon library. Choose add symbol. That works. Save. Grab this now and replace it, and it breaks. It breaks. Why does it break? Why does it break? I think it breaks. Components, is it the quickest? No. Toolbar button is going to be replaced text. So, where's the on toggle for that? Oh no. Okay. Oh, it's the content. Okay. Browse icons into. So. Inserted mode. So what is this? The error that I'm getting. What is the error that I'm getting? You argue me? Might be actually on my new path on this fine. So where can we track my this is necessarily what it is. If that's necessarily the problem. Let's try again. If I put icon container in there and I put icon container back, maybe I'll try that. Let me put that back in there and see if that's the issue. Just putting the context. So it should hopefully it should be constant on there. Holy crap, what is so slow today. Let's get icon containers in here. So let's place it, browse, nope. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Okay. All right. I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a long time. I'm gonna just put this back. I'm gonna do. There's a weird error there. Hold on. Remove the edit thing because it's currently not a thing that actually exists. Okay. I wonder if that has something to do with it. This one, let's check. So that seemed to be the issue. That the edit component, it was yelling at me. It was saying this edit component didn't exist, so that would explain why it's returning undefined. Okay, so I don't think, okay, so let's just see if this works now. So we're going to replace this thing and capture video. It seems to work fine. Okay, so we're going to, oh good, so we fixed it. Now let me just double check my block.json. This icon container doesn't exist anymore. So I just get rid of that. What's that going to do now? Well, cross keys, I would imagine Wamba will be more than happy to share his notes with you. Like, he seems to so what? So, does this still have the, class on it? It shouldn't. No, it doesn't. So, if I just do like, why it's being able to pull stuff that it's not actually here. There's no class on that. Weird. Let's try again. I have a confession to make. I never use this ever. I never use this kind of approach to blocks. I don't build less static blocks either, though. So there is that. Plays, custom library. Let's do the calendar. Let's hit save. Let's refresh this. Holy smokes! Is this Studio that's running so slow today? All right, that seems to work. No errors. Okay, great. So let me just push that up. Okay, remove, change. Selector to root class for attribute, remove, edit, icon that was causing inserter to crash. All right, let's put those in there. Commit that. Oh, okay. Show command output. What's the problem? Oh, the docs. The docs. Okay, I'm going to do this. npm run docs. So the reason that that's happening is because we've changed some attributes in the icon block. I believe that is the issue. And so when you change, oh, and the supports too. So whenever you change attributes for the block, like whenever you change block.json, you usually have to run the docs update, especially if you're removing or changing attributes and whatnot. Oh, you know what? Before I change that, should I get rid of this label? I wonder if I should get rid of this ARIA label. Oh. I don't know why that's not set to true. It should be set to true. So ARIA label set to true. Maybe changes. Oh. So slow. Supports, yeah, line anchoring activity find never used ARIA label HTML. So that's where that's changed. So I should be able to add this now. It's still running? Holy crap. And I can run the commit. We'll see. So this is what's built. Let's go into here. was loaded. So that's custom. These are digital, and that's the label that needs to be added. So I don't really understand what the ARIA label is. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull the ARIA label out for now. Oh my god, it's still friggin' running. So what are you guys doing? So slow. I got it. How's Gutenberg? How's GitHub status? So it's just actions are degraded a little bit. That's I don't know what's happening here. Lord. How? What has happened? I'm going to commit that, and I'm going to revert all of these changes because that is weird. I didn't make any of these changes. Start off since it was. Okay, so I'm going to remove ARIA label. Remove ARIA label ARIA label true. Until I know how it works. Basically, that's what it is. And I'm gonna have to run the docs build again because I just removed the ARIA label that I didn't want to support, so that's gonna yell at me. Sorry, my robot vacuum is pinging me. We bought a new one for Prime Day. We were like $600 on for $100, and now I know why. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. It's amazing how little you can get done in 2 hours, right? 2 hours. So I'm going to continue working on this, I think. Probably not this week. Next week, first half of Contributor Day, I will probably dive right into this. Why is this happening again? Why is this? Full block directory. Where are the changes? Weird. Like, what is happening here? Oh, is it reducing? There we go. I think it, yeah, there we go. Man, that is slow. Okay, so we're gonna add the core blocks, that's fine. And then we're gonna just commit that. Hopefully we don't get yelled at again. And then, oh, there we go. So I'm gonna sync those two changes. And then I'm just gonna comment back on what Aki was saying here. Not sure how this block supports works. so this is the other thing that I should probably do. What is this? What is this? So this is good. That's good. Okay, so this is annotated. What is in here? Okay, cool. Save should no longer have this. Save should have two. This has been. Okay, so just comment that. This part of the conversation. And okay, so the only. So there's a couple things that we still need to look at. One big one is Joe Dolson's comment here. There's a bunch of stuff to do with the ARIA label and all of that, so we need to make sure that this works. I'm pretty sure that I've already done. There's a lot of stuff in here that I need to address still, but I want to see what we're actually putting in before I dive into that too far. So this is the other thing that I have to do, is to do a separate PR that basically just gets rid of this custom icon thing for now, and we can do that. So this is the other piece that I just don't get right now, and then these folks are working on all of this stuff. The icon registration API. So it'd be very cool, because the idea is that my impression, if we read through, I think it's this one. The idea is that this will become a dynamic block, and it will just store a reference to the name of the icon that needs to be displayed. So, and so we will just pretty much have that happen. Right? So this is pretty cool. So anyways, so hopefully this stuff can get rolled out in the next couple of days, and then I can work on it a bit on contributor day, and I might just have to I gotta push really hard. I'm gone all next week though, which is unfortunate. So I'm really hoping that I can push this hard, and maybe someone else can pick it up while I'm away, so we can get this over the finish line. But with that, I gotta get out of here. It's 12:30. I got a bunch of other stuff I gotta do. Don't tell Troy, but I'm still working on my slides for the talk next week. And but it's been fun as usual. You all are great. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So just if you wanted to, here is the full PR for the icon block. Go and check it out, and let me know what you think, what you hate, what you love. And yeah, otherwise I'll see you. Oh, I won't be streaming next week because I am not here, but I'll be back the week after, and hopefully we'll have moved this where it needs to be gone. Gone. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. All right, bye everyone. You're all the best. Talk to you soon.